this is a season finale for Penguin, and my goodness, what an episode this was. If you haven't seen it yet, there's going to be some spoilers because a lot of shit happens in this. So this was really, really good. So look away if you haven't watched it, but if you have seen it, let's talk about it. So this is starting with the flashback of Frances. She's in mourning. Frances realizes that Oz has her sons and his brothers. Frances kind of makes a difficult decision and talks to Rex to possibly take care of Oz, and the reason why I like how he promised her jewelry, but then we also see how he was giving her jewelry from the beginning. But this episode also does a lot of full circles for some of the characters, and we'll talk about that at the end. But Vic is the only one looking for Oz. Sofia confronts Oz in front of his mom, and then she tells him that she knew this whole time, even though he was trying to lie. He was trying to gaslight it. He was trying to get out of it just so he doesn't trouble his mom. But his mom knew this whole time. She has a stroke, a massive, massive stroke, which Oz uses as an opportunity to shoot up some pew and escapes. So Frances and breaks also the bottle and stabs Oz in the. Just before that happens, she stabs Oz in the belly, which I really thought this was gonna end it, but no, the Oz is extremely durable. One thing that also happens after that was Sofia then contacted all the gangs and said, "Hey, if you want this kingdom, if you want to rule the drug empire, find me Oz. Whoever finds me Oz will have the keys to the castle." So she's planning to leave. As she's planning to leave, Oz visits the councilman and tries to and spins the story around how it's the Sophia's and how it was Falcone's and Maroni's who actually caused all the damage and the explosion, and Oz plays it a little bit more into politics. Sofia burns everything in the house. She burns the villa down. Oz sets up to Sofia to get arrested at the end, where when he went to the court, he was approached by triads, and they actually now Oz is the big boss. They all start working with the boss because they all wanted to change, and now they're putting Oz in charge. Sofia ends up in the Arkham where Dr. Rush is still there, which I really thought they shot him. He's dead, but he's not. He's still alive. I really thought maybe they're going to turn him into, again, maybe they're going to turn him into Scarecrow, like a version of him. I don't know. Everything is possible. But at the end, okay, so at the end, Vic and Oz have a nice conversation at by the river, and Oz decides to kill Vic. That was unexpected. He kills Vic, takes the same driver's license that he saw in the beginning, and throws it in the water. And Oz then now has a penthouse, now has a Rolls Royce. He is the king, he is the kingpin. And right at the end, we see how Lexi is playing Oz's mom, which kind of leads us a little bit more into Psyche of Oz, how he is kind of losing it now. He is becoming more and more unhinged too. So, but now he's completely powerful. Now he's completely unpredictable. Now he's 20 steps ahead of everybody, and he will be absolutely impossible to beat. And then right at the end, we see the Batman single pop up, which was so freaking cool. It was so nice to see because oh man, I missed it. But overall, I think it was a really, really solid way to close the season. We leave a lot of things, some things unanswered. Like for example, Sofia is now in Arkham, and she receives a letter from, which was black in a black envelope, which was from Selina Kyle, who she finds out it's her half sister. We don't know what it says in the letter, but I'm sure those two are going to go ahead and cause some havoc, hopefully down the road, maybe in a new installment of the series, or maybe in a Batman 2. This was the whole confrontation where in the Monroe Jazz Bar, where Sofia was talking to Oz's mom and Oz, and she was telling him, hey, you need to tell her the truth. What happened to your brothers? And then that's when um, Francis had a stroke, and Francis is now comatose, living in a penthouse. But it's such a interesting juxtaposition to what he was trying to give her and tell her this whole time. He did promise, he kept the promise, but at what cost, right? So that's such a nice. That's such a the way they did that, the way they set that up is such a read between all the lines, because there's a lot more to this. In order to get this power, in order to have this penthouse, you're going to have to lose a lot of things. I feel like when he was dancing with Lexi at the end, I feel like that Lexi is probably his prisoner now, because she did betray him. She did tell Sofia where he was at. Um, the Vic situation where he kills him at the end was really, really sad. I didn't want Vic to go. I kind of figured something's gonna happen, because there was just not gonna be happy ending. But I'm glad also he did it, because it just shows a little bit more of that of Oz, how just freaking crazy he is, and just how he will do anything in order to cut up all the loose ends, because he doesn't care. Uh, he can only trust himself. And so, what's gonna happen with this? I don't know. How they're gonna bring him into maybe Batman 2? I know they're doing a more standalone series. They're going to go ahead and come in the future, especially maybe from different villains. But I think what's gonna happen is that they're gonna release Batman 2, and then they're going to go ahead, pick somebody from there, and kind of continue the story before the Batman 3. So let me know what your thoughts are about this season. Let me know what you think about the season finale. Colin Farrell, fantastic. Christina Milioti was fantastic. HBO, James Gunn, LeFranc, everybody who was involved in this was absolutely did a fantastic job with this show. I cannot believe that Oz was almost as a kid. By the way, the kid that played Oz is fantastic. Absolutely prompts to you, man. What a performance. What a way to embrace the character and really, really, really own it. Bravo. Um, the Frances actress, absolutely fantastic. She was incredible this whole season. That's not an easy thing to do. She was absolutely incredible. Everybody in this show did a fantastic job. But let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about the season finale. I really thought it was freaking awesome. I cannot wait to see what they do with this. There's a lot of psychological things that happen with this, especially with Oz, especially at the end, because now he's even more scary. Now he's even more unhinged. Now he's even more powerful. So we'll see what happens. But let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks very much for watching. This is a really quick. I don't want to say too much. I know I maybe spoiled it. Well, I did spoil it, but there's a lot more stuff to happen into it. Watch it. I promise you're not going to regret it. What a season. What a performances. And I cannot wait to see what they do for the Batman 2. So, thanks very much for joining in. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys at the next one.